I grew up in the faith. One of my grandfathers was a pastor, so I grew up knowing of God, but not knowing, like Jesus, not knowing God. So I was just living in the world, teenage years, also in college. My life was consumed with lust, drug abuse, a lot of anger, a lot of judgment. I was very lost, I guess you could say, very depressed. I used to be extremely suicidal when I was younger. I just felt terrible. That's the only thing I had known, really. So it was just such a normality to me. It was ruining me, honestly. And one day I woke up like, I'm not gonna make it very long if I keep living like this. When I went back home, this lady had prayed over me at my home church that I would see like a physical sign of which church would be like my home church. And I was church hopping for a few months, and I was getting home from work one day. I'm getting out, I'm going into my apartment, or I'm about to get on the elevator, and this little boy hops out of his mom's car, and he just runs up to me, and maybe it was the Holy Spirit was like, ask what he was talking about. I was like, what was he saying though? She's like, oh, he was talking about church. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, what church did you go to? And at this point in time, I had quit going to church. So we started talking, and she was like, yo, come to Faith this Sunday. A few days later, I was in Waterford, and I was driving on that main strip, and I see this big 6x6 foot Faith Assembly sign. And right when I saw that sign, I got goosebumps. And I was like, I immediately remembered that prayer that she prayed over me, that I would see a physical sign. So yeah, that next Sunday, I came to Faith, and then I was finally I need to get in the young adult community. I was kind of nervous that there was, it's a very big church, big congregation, even a big young adult community. So I think it was mid-September of last year. It was the first time I went to The Voice. It's just snowballed into all these beautiful relationships. I can't even fathom words to express how grateful I am that God has divinely placed Faith in The Voice, and just everybody in general that I've met here. Once He transformed you, transformed me, and I could feel that shift in my heart and in my spirit. When I truly encountered Jesus and felt His presence and His Holy Spirit, He never has left me. He's never forsaken me. He'll never abandon me. I didn't feel good living in that sin, and I feel even better knowing that the price has already been paid and that the sacrifice was already made by Jesus for me. So yeah.